Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. I'm Tasis, with me is Artosis, and we had a very little interesting break.
Yes.
Got to eat my sandwich.
You did indeed.
Got to run to the restroom, do it number one.
Didn't just two toots and out?
Nope. This time I had the time. I could focus. I was able to get in the zone. And I had a little chit-chat with my co-caster Artosis. Got to refill my tea. So we're ready to go, man. And this is going to be a pretty interesting
my little
series.
puppy mug?
Yeah, my mug has a bear, as you can see. Little panda bear guy on there.
Yeah. You little puppy bear guy?
Yeah, little puppy bear guy. So we're basically ready to get right into this. It's going to be SC against LosirA. And I have to say, LosirA, very scary player, very new player, very young player. He's got a lot of potential. Very player. He is just very talented. And, SC at the same time, though, is somebody who's steadily improving, much like Lin.
Yeah.
Every time I see the guy play.
So.
I think more so, yes. Yes.
Okay. No, LosirA, though, is the scariest player. He's the one player I would not want to face. I'd rather face MC right now than LosirA. LosirA comes out with all these different builds. He plays a style unlike any other Zerg. You can't really practice for him.
No,
he's like a level above everyone except NestT, who plays a completely different style. So.
Well, NestT plays this very safe. I'm not going to end this game early. It's going to end in mid to late game. Very clean, precise style.
Yeah.
LosirA probably leaning a little bit more towards Fruit Dealer, not quite as much. Maybe in between those two. LosirA does some risky stuff. I think what's most interesting about LosirA is the different types of tech trees that he opts to use.
Yeah.
In these games. So we're going to go ahead and introduce those players now. Put them up on screen for you guys. Here on the left, we have SC, one of the few Boyus to still be in Code S.
Yeah. In fact, I'm trying to think. I think he might be the last in Code S
might
nowadays.
Be the last.
I believe that we do have some in Code A, some hanging around. I think the best is gone, though. I'm pretty certain about that.
Yeah.
I didn't look for the result, but I know it in my heart.
In your heart, you know it in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, SC, it's tough if you're like the only guy in your team, for instance, in Code S.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of pressure then.
Makes you feel like a sick baller in the house, though. No one can question you.
That's right.
You're like, well, no, SC, I think Marauders beat Marines, and you just look at him, you shake your head. No, it doesn't matter, man.
He's more accomplished than you. Now, with somebody like SC, I don't think he's going to feel a ton of pressure. He's tended to have a lot of upsets in the future, or not in the future, in the past.
Yeah, I hesitate to call them upsets.
Well, maybe it was just me saying that I actually did not expect him to do that well.
Yeah.
And now we're saying, he actually is that good. So I was considering them upsets. Over here on the right is I'm LosirA, a member of the team IM. I think it's still safe to say this is the best StarCraft 2 team in the world.
Yeah, I would say without any doubt, Cases.
He is very smart guy. He says he has some problems getting nervous, although I don't really see that exhibited very much when the games actually start up.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Why do you lie, LosirA?
Why for that? And LosirA has had a lot of success here, especially in our previous Code A tournament.
Making sure his glasses are on just right.
That's right. Once that game starts, there's no time to start adjusting those things.
No, and especially not for him, man. He's got like the sickest APM.
This kid's off the hook.
Terran versus
TDZ, classic StarCraft matchup.
We're going to see some Terminus reaction.
We are. Terminus reaction. Can't be Terminus reaction or Tosis. Now,
I'm a chemistasis.
Just merging words and stuff. Now, this is a big open map, as said before. Same in Terran versus. No, actually, let me rephrase it. This is a map where it used to be the third base was very easy to take. Wasn't a lot you could do to take it away from your opponent. This map has been adjusted since then. There are destructible rocks, destructible debris that can be taken out to make the third base a little bit more accessible. So we don't see this as much of a macro-intensive map, but it could very easily be a map where we have a very long, dramatic game.
Yeah, I'm feeling a pretty long game here, but we'll have to see. What have these players prepared? Both of them come out with really interesting build orders all the time.
The countdown's begun. It's game time. Terran against Zerg, SC against LosirA. Head-to-head, only one is going to move on here at the GSL with Tastosis. The game has started. Let's do this. Over here in the north, brought my compass today, Artosis. We have our Red Terran, up and coming, always improving.
SC for you.
Artosis wants to do this next one here.
Over here, near Sagittarius, we have a great Zerg player. I brought my star map today, Tasteless.
I am LosirA.
Is that your favorite?
Her?
Yeah.
No. I don't know the tier girls' names. I'll let you know when my favorite one comes up. All right. I'm a crush. Now, did you see LosirA's hands? He was doing some crazy tap dancing on that keyboard with his fingers.
Yeah. He's playing a song on that keyboard, Tasteless.
Thanks to LG, Intel, and G-Skill for making this event possible. TVZ, now this is a location where the main could be dropped very easily from SC. So we may see Mutalisk opening. It's a big open map. He can defend his main and still harass his opponent.
And he's going to go ahead for a 2 barracks pressure. I like this opening by SC. We don't really see it on this map, but it's going to be an easy wall off into expansion from it. LosirA, his overlord, interesting place that he's putting it down.
Now, LosirA is going to get to see this much quicker than I think SC was hoping.
Well, if you...
Oh, but you know what? No, I see what you see. He might walk into the Overlord, into the Marine line.
I think he may, Tasteless. I think he might. I think this Overlord will die tonight.
Oh, my God. You were a poet. You weren't even fully aware of it.
I want to just throw myself into a meat blender every time.
Every time I say that.
And that Overlord, it is going to be getting some air holes in it. Marine totally going after it.
But this drone might be able to slip in with the attention elsewhere, and he will. Wait, is he going to get away? No, he will not get away, no matter what.
I wonder how much cred you get back in the barracks for killing an Overlord.
I bet it's not that different than shooting a squirrel. Really? The Overlord can't actually fight.
Did it have speed? He was like, well, no. Did it have banelings in it? Well, no, it didn't have that either. So it was just the Scout Overlord. You're trying to brag.
It's actually like...
Look at this newbie trying to brag about killing the Scout Overlord.
See, yeah, I totally agree.
I've killed an Overseer before he gooped my factory. I've killed a Baneling dropping Overlord. He was dropping all around. All my friends died. I didn't. I killed him, man. I had 1 hit point left. I had to run back to the medevacs. And this newbie trying to act like he owns the place.
You don't have any street cred killing that Overlord or Tosis. It's just not the same. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like shooting a cow. It's just like, moo, it hurts.
I don't know, man. I think that some cows could be pretty deadly.
I do not.
You shoot the cow, it looks at you in a blind rage and just runs away. Like the udder clamps like fall off of it. Milk is dripping, blood is coming out of the hole as it chases you down. That's some serious cred, Tasteless. You let me know if you killed one of those cows.
All right, I'll go cow hunt you later tonight. Now, the rocks are going to be taken out.
Yeah, LosirA working on those rocks. He wants to at least force SC into being a little bit more defensive. LosirA, in the meantime, that's the beautiful thing about doing that little harassment that he did. He killed off, an Overlord, obviously, and then forced a bunch of Speedlings, and now he's just going to do some light pressures. And, that's far less drones than LosirA really wanted to have at this point in the game. Really messing up his game plan.
And the ICD will be taken out here. Artosis, how are you feeling about this game thus far?
Splendid. Spectacular.
Just terrific. I do like SC's play here. Staying low tier.
He's making a lot of Marine stasis. In fact, I think he's just going to hit a timing and move out with a bajillion Marines.
Yeah,
a
I think you're
Spinecrawler
right.
is being made for LosirA. He's making a lot of Zerglings as well. Trying to keep tabs on how many Marines are being made. But this group out in the middle, man, keeps on shredding Marines.
This is
I mean,
pretty
shredding,
smart.
Zerglings.
Well, I mean, the less Zerglings, the less defense for LosirA. And you were right, Artosis.
Yeah.
You magical nerd that can predict the future. Why are governments not using you to figure out how to get the world to be a better place?
Tasteless. That they actually are doing that. That's why I commentate StarCraft. That's the #1 way to make the world a better place.
You're right.
Forget about healthcare and getting rid of the deficit. It's all about StarCraft commentary. All right, here we go. He's going to run in, but there's a ton of speedlings. What's up? LosirA surrounding your Marines, and these Marines, even though they're killing a decent amount, gonna be taken out. And suddenly LosirA taking an early lead.
So tech tree actually still pretty stagnant for both these guys. Mass Zergling against Mass Rain. SC did make a pretty big mistake. I don't know if that was the safest move. He is expanding again. And he can go take down these rocks over here, so he might want to continue making Zerglings.
I like what LosirA has done with the extra hatchery, and he's becoming quite drone-tacular at the moment. He's, in fact, all the way up to 34 drones. He has 33 SCVs for SC, so similar in that area.
He is pulling larva here. He may opt to get a Baneling nest if he tears that down.
Nice wall by SC, but SC is a little bit contained at the moment, Tasteless. Not just a little bit contained, a lot of it contained.
A lot of it, indeed. And LosirA decides to tech and make a lot more drones once he sees that is the case.
It looks like we are going to see an all-in from SC. He's not happy with how that ended. He's making a lot of Marauders. You might be like, well, how is that an all-in? He has 2 bases. No. He's getting his stim upgrade. He's already got his combat shields. Yeah, he's making Marauders, man. You don't just make Marauders against someone who's going Speedlings. This is going to be so that he can micro against any possible Banelings. And he's going to just try to make a ton of units, go out there and kill him.
As you can see, LosirA's 3rd queen almost done. Maintaining a healthy economy. And you're absolutely right. It looks like he is going to do some kind of timing attack.
In fact, he's
going to end this game.
4 more barracks. So he's going to go up to 8 barracks.
Probably cut SCVs too here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you got it, Tasteless.
I think I'm all over it.
In fact, he's getting +1 as well. He may time it up to that, but no, it looks like he may go and start pressuring already.
I think this is a fake. I think he's going to move out and turn around.
Well, he's shown the Marauders. If he doesn't go now, I may lose faith in this young man.
Uh-oh.
We have
Nobody
6
wants
roaches
that.
on the way. Yeah, no. I don't have faith in you, Tasteless.
And I guess you're correct, even though it's kind of odd for him to attack right as he's making a bunch of barracks.
Yeah. Well, that just means it's going to be multi-pronged. He's going to go try to kill now, and then he's going to come with even more next time. He's forcing LosirA not to make a lot of drones. He is making.
He might have enough to kill LosirA. I'm not entirely sure about this.
A lot of it may come down to the micro. And in fact, he may want to back up after this and reinforce, because he's taken time to kill those rocks off. LosirA obviously has had a billion years to make units. He's making a ton more Speedlings, making that infestation pit. And will he be able to take this out? This is going to be a huge flank. He may want to get against the wall right now.
Where are the other Zerglings?
Oh no, they were way far away, Tasteless.
There they
really
are.
Slow by LosirA there.
LosirA miscontrolling his army for sure there.
Yeah, if he had flanked that immediately, this would have been a completely different battle that LosirA would have won.
Well, he might barely clean it up, but the question is, what about act number 2 here, where more Terran units stream down here, a ridiculous number.
Yeah, he's up to 8 barracks, Tasteless. A bunch with, oh my god, he's got 5 reactors, 5 reactor barracks, 3 barracks with nothing, and 2 tech lab barracks.
And a partridge and a pear
How many
tree.
barracks is that? He's making 15 Marines right now.
Now he's making some Banelings. This, if he times it out right, might turn this around. A lot of Baneling action really boils down to where the Banelings actually hit, what do they actually kill. It's a pretty Marine-intensive armory.
Yeah, he's going to have to actually sacrifice his 3rd hatch, to be perfectly honest. But he's going to go for it. Micro these Marines, maybe too much. The Marauders doing a great job.
They're getting cornered.
Oh my god, beautiful.
He needs to block that off with some lings. And nice, he saves some of the Banelings.
Yep, doesn't want to waste. Not a
Thrifty
wasteful
guy, thrifty guy. Here they come again now.
Tasteless, he is a sweatshop Zerg, as we said before. Gets the most out of every single unit. but more and more Marines are coming.
And he's only down to, he actually has no banelings here. He does have infestors.
But the upgrade finished right before the infestor did, so he doesn't have the energy yet to use it.
Now, he's running going to be a party. He holds this part up. Dude, LosirA is pretty sick, man.
Beautiful hold by LosirA, but more Marines are coming. He is going to have a fungal growth now, Tasteless, and that's going to be huge. You just got to wait for the right time. There we go. Nice fungal growth.
I cannot believe LosirA is holding this.
This never-ending stream.
You know, SC is not done yet. The infestor does not go down. Manages to get away. And then, as I say that, it looks like it probably will go down.
Uh-oh. SC isn't done, Tasteless. He's got like 16 Marines building at every moment. Well, right now. Yeah, there we go. And more banelings coming out. SC doing an amazing job of rallying these units in.
I gotta say, it's getting pretty close though. LosirA needs to hang on. He can't have these drones attacking, even though they're sort of forced to. He would ideally want them to be mining.
More roaches are popping out. Banelings still being made. This is such a close game. But LosirA losing some additional drones here. His roaches are out. Probably wants to keep those on creep for now. And there we go. Attacking once again. He's got to pull his drones back, though.
We don't see any Marauders in the mix, and roaches are pretty damn good against Marines.
By the way, Baneling speed is about to finish. He's just got to hold on a little bit longer. He's going to get very cost efficient. Another infestor is on the way as well. And Baneling speed is done, Tasteless. It's going to become a lot harder for SC, and the second it finishes, he stops attacking for a moment. He's got to pull some more units and be very careful. 15 Banelings on the way, 10 Zerglings on the way as well.
He gets to breathe a breath of air finally. This game's been going on, this battle really has been going on for so long, but LosirA's now managed to regroup his army.
Oh my god. And Fungal Growth misses a lot. Really great spreads here. And the roaches should be able to clean the rest of this up, but there are more units on the way. The never-ending supply. But mineral patches are going away for his opponent, SC.
Surprised he even ran with that. It might as well just keep them out there and have to do the damage they can do, but I guess he will get 3 back over here. By then the Banelings will be done.
More Banelings rolling out. And he is just spreading so well. But SC is actually... Will he run out of money? He's making another command center. He stopped Marine production for a moment to get that up.
He's going to try to transition back out of an all-in.
Yeah, I like that. And look at that. Killing off these Zerglings as they try to run past. And now he's going to hit multiple locations at once, Tasteless. Can he get that?
The hatchery!
And he does.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
It looked for a while like LosirA was going to stay alive, but losing that hatchery is pretty huge. That's going to give a window of time for our Red Terran SC to try to expand and get more ahead.
There he goes, attacking once again. He's got to keep these infestors alive. He does have some fungal growth saved up. Oh my god, these guys are actually running out of minerals in their main base, Tasteless. Never-ending battle here.
Yeah, this is longer than that battle in Lord of the Rings. All right. Almost got those SCVs and mules. That location almost exhausted. Terran will be down to 1 base that has money.
Yeah, you know, that is one thing about mules. You can do something like this for a little bit, but not for a long time. Now, these infestors are going to play the role of Gandalf. They have got to do some sick bungles, and sick bungles, in fact, they do. But you can't lose them.
He's got to be careful. You can see his macroid sword. He's not paying attention to the infestors, and another infestor goes down.
Oh my god. 1-1 upgrades for SC, making a huge difference on this day. We do have +2 for Zerglings, though.
Now, note, Zerg is not expanded again. There's no hatchery for Zerg.
He might dry up, Tasteless.
Yeah. However, LosirA's going to run out of minerals in his expansion much later, his main expansion. Then SC's basically already mined that out.
SC starting to mix in some Marauders, good choice. With 1-1, they're going to live through a lot of attacks from everything, basically. Drones coming out at this point.
This has been a real back-and-forth game. One of the most dramatic Terran vs. Zergs I've casted in a while.
Indeed. You know, right now, LosirA has 800 gas. I really feel like he should try to jump around with these Zerglings a little bit and make infestors. Use a few more infestors. I know there's some great splits going on by SC. but just Zerglings can't hold this off. And look at this. Nice little counterattack going for the expansion of SC.
Beautiful.
In fact, the expansion almost mined out already, Tasteless. SC actually doesn't have much longer that he can support this. And he's giving LosirA valuable time right now to actually get some sort of defense going on.
Essentially all that LosirA has to do is just stay alive.
But he's got to be careful with the Zerglings in the middle of the map. Cannot be losing them. He's got to make more Banes.
Does he have enough Banelings ready?
He's making a ton of Zerglings right now. He's got to get Banelings, though. Oh my god, that's so many Marines coming, Tasteless.
Yeah, this is scary. Overlord taking out more Lings, counterattack again. He wants to stifle, cause a hiccup in the reinforcements here, as the reinforcements will be forced to defend instead of attack. A lot of SCVs going down here.
And at the same time, he's going to attack in. Banelings rolling out, but will it be enough?
I don't see anything but drones here, and drones are not, he's making them dance. That is a little bit risky.
He actually should not even do that right now.
Yeah, say, like,
it's much closer than it looks, sir. Even though he's got a much bigger supply, he notices the drones are coming out, losing a lot of important buildings.
With all these drones going down, it looks like he will get a
wow,
making them dance and landing a mule. SC is more confident than ever. I can't believe the way that game looked. You know, I mean, it was just insane.
Dude, that was something else.
How long was the battling going? Once it started, it
that
never
was
actually
23 minutes in StarCraft 2 time, so probably 18 minutes.
Well, SC's got to be feeling pretty good about that. The map is Tal'Dirim Altar, the next map. Another big open map. I was a little bit scared for him when he actually started making the Marines dance, because I was like,
well,
you know, up and up
that's
Lings
the thing.
hatch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I think he estimated correctly, but he absolutely could have overestimated where he was in the game.
well, there's nothing
If there's
worse.
like 2 infestors about to pop out and you do that, it's like,
Like,
oops.
I'm dead.
Oh, I guess I'm out, you know. Wow. Just wow at that build. LosirA played really quite greatly. I really feel like every time he made infestors, he just went and lost them. He just like attack moves them and fungals on the way. If he had pulled all of them back every time.
Yeah, I think he lost, what, a total of 5 or 6 infestors?
Yeah,
in that series.
5 or 6 more fungals and he wins that game.
Yeah.
And they would have had time, man. That was like an ongoing battle. That they were battling like 10 minutes straight.
I think he had them in the same control group.
Yeah.
You could tell they were actually chasing after the
he
Marines.
was just moving so quick. Like, but if you're moving that quick, man, use the extra like 3 clicks, double-click the infestors, and then right-click them back. 3 clicks. And you might win that game. No.
But, you know, when the action's that intense and the battles are continuing to go on, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
No, it's hard as can be.
Yeah, but LosirA should have held that if he just kept the infestors alive. You're absolutely correct. So we're going to have to go on to game number 2. Ooh, man. That game was pretty off the hook.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
So I wonder what this next game's going to look like. Will we see another timing attack?
That was an awesome build.
He could do the same build on this
I
map.
don't think he'll do the same build.
You don't think so?
No, I think that was specifically for that game. He's prepared
He's
a
going to do
best
the
of 5
2-base
strategy.
push here?
Maybe.
Oh, this
maybe.
could be. All right, here are 2 players, SC
Tal'Dirim Altar.
and LosirA.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say he's not going to do a 2-base push against LosirA. I hate Terran 2-base pushes here. We always see them eventually whittle out and die. The only one that I kind of like
It's okay
is when
in
you do
TDT.
when you do some fancy footwork at the natural with siege tanks. Sometimes that's good.
Yeah.
It's the only way I like it.
The countdown has started. Can LosirA turn this around? Right now, SC looking very scary, very intimidating. Almost cocky, leading a mule and making his Marines dance that previous game, trying to get inside LosirA's head. LosirA's going to have to turn this around. So let's get ready for our next Terran vs. Zerg. It's going to be on the map Tal'Dirim Altar. Should be pretty awesome. Hopefully as awesome as that previous game. All right, it's time. Let's do this.